much ado about aura these days, but this guy had it. Like that's undeniable. I say the flow, the style, the lore, the look. I mean, he had aura. He had aura, bro. Okay, he actually did before it became a buzzword. I would say a lot of his popularity is due to his aura. You know,
I don't. It's not a point worth debating, but I don't know if it was aura. I think it just became a trend of sorts to just be into doom.
Yeah, but the iconography, the rapper who wears a mask, like the gimmickry of it all, that plays a role.
If you're talking about the same thing as like Wu-Tang with like the symbol and you know,
and
all
just
the
like
backstories and kung fu.
Yeah, the kung fu.
Yeah, okay, you can say all right.
The comic book album covers, like the Jizza record, you know.
Right.
Well, that's what they share. They share the iconography that people attach themselves to. But I would argue, I might get my head chopped off for this. Wu-Tang Clan didn't have aura to me. And I'm just speaking for myself. The thing about aura is MF Doom makes you want to see what the fuck he on. It's like, what is this dude about? Like wearing this mask and saying these crazy things.
They had a lot of
Wu-Tang Clan. I mean, maybe it's just I wasn't outside in the early 90s, you know? No, I was, but I was like a baby.
We know your opinions about their music, so.
Would you say they have aura, Wu-Tang Clan?
Yes.
Okay. There were 9 different guys, Mel. Every album, most of the solos, the early solo stuff was done by RZA. None of that stuff sounded alike. It's like, okay, what is RZA going to give to this guy? Like, what is this album going to sound like? And they were all distinct from one another. Like Raekwon and Ghostface don't sound like one another.
I mean, let me put it this way. They wouldn't have had an entire season dedicated to them on this show if they didn't have any aura.
Right. They got a Showtime special. They've had not Showtime special, a Showtime show. They've had multiple documentaries.
They've had action figures made of them, like they've had a video game. They had a clothing line. What are you talking about? They had no aura.
Nah, that's separate from aura. Like marketability or intrigue, you know.
I thought intrigue and aura were like synonymous.
They are. I was thinking that right as I said it. Folks, call in 718-635-0743. Did Wu-Tang Clan have aura? I don't think so. At least if they did, they don't anymore. Whereas MF Doom, I think, still had aura. And I don't mean just because he died and his mythology will live on. It's like even before he died, you're still wondering the whereabouts of MF Doom. When's he going to pop back out? Like, that never subsided. Wu-Tang Clan, I mean, come on.
That's not aura, though. Mystery isn't aura. Like, it can be, but it's not a required, like, just because you're not asking when are they going to pop out. So the only people who have aura are people who are mysterious and only pop out, like, at random.
That's not what I said.
Intervals?
That's not.
So Kendrick's got aura, Mel, is what you're saying.
I don't know who that is.
He does.
I don't know.
But an example of aura, Mel, is like with Wu-Tang is like Raekwon and Ghostface, they worked together extensively and didn't sound like one another. The clips, they don't sound identical,
but they sound
similar enough.
Some people got them confused. But
like
the
if
thing
you're
too
a lazy
about
Raekwon,
Raekwon and Ghostface, like Ghostface had the iconic like jewelry. Raekwon would always be like in the Tommy Hilfiger and the polo. Like for the time, these guys were like, you know, they were in a lot of ways like very fashion forward. Method Man. You're going to tell me fucking Method Man doesn't have aura?
Individuals in the crew had aura. The clan.
Yeah, and the crew as a whole had aura as well. I'd say certain individuals outside of the crew didn't have aura. Like Jizza has no aura as just a guy. But in his group, he does.
Mel, this is pre-internet, Mel. I don't want to say Michael Jackson or anything, but they were like, for a minute, like 93 to like 95, they were like on some Beatles shit for hip fans.
Not even 93, 95, 93, 97. To 97, right. On the Wu-Tang Forever episode, at the
probably the most anticipated album of all time.
The Tower Records in Carl Place off of Old Country Road on Long Island, there was a line out the fucking door to get Wu-Tang Forever.
That's probably the most anticipated rap album of all time. If not Life After Death, because Biggie passed right before it came out. But
and the way that
Wu-Tang definitely had aura.
The way that like the aura was the kung fu flicks and that shit mixed with the hip hop styles, like, you know, the Jeeps, the Polo, the Tommy Hilfiger, like, you know, they were fly too. Then you had characters like an ODB. Like, to say they didn't have aura is insane.
Like, there are still people. I don't get it. I don't want to say I don't get it. I get it if you're a big fan. But, like, there are still people coming out, like, in droves to see Killer Priest in 2024.
Hey, best of love to him.
I didn't go into the show, but I went by a Killer Priest show a few months ago because a friend of mine was like opening for Killer Priest, and yeah, they were out there like they had been camping for Black Friday. They were out there like in an hour or two. You know the Virgil moles?
The Virgil?
The venue.
I don't think so.
It's off Santa Monica Boulevard and like Virgil Boulevard. It's like Los Feliz, right by the booze. This is very LA regional, right outside of Silver Lake. But this venue holds maybe 100 people, and people were in line like they couldn't miss the show. Like 2 hours before it started. I didn't get it.
All right. Well, hey, it's just my feeling. Okay. I just, in terms of MF Doom versus Wu-Tang Clan, these were two people or two acts, I guess, that I wasn't that acquainted with. I came out the other end of each one like, okay, I see the point of MF Doom. I like it. And then Wu-Tang, we did the whole season. I was like, I was sold something and I didn't like what I paid for, you know? But that's just me.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm done.
Would you agree Moose Doom had like a cult following?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But like he wasn't
rules, but yeah.
But he wasn't like mainstream. Like Wu-Tang was like almost instantly mainstream.
Yeah, Wu-Tang, the thing about Wu-Tang is, and you weren't really like conscious for this, so I don't blame you for feeling this way, but like they're like MF Doom never got a movie like How High in movie theaters with you know, it's Method Man. Like he's the
that was
star.
some Def Jam shit, but yeah.
But still, it's like, who do we know Method Man as? As the guy from Wu-Tang. That's where he built up his name, you know? RZA, with like the shit he was doing, like he's like did shit on the Kill Bill soundtrack. He did the soundtrack to Ghost Dog, Way of the Samurai. Like, you know, these guys were getting like, Doom was not getting these level of opportunities.
Right. He was Adult Swim, which was like some niche shit.
It's some cult following type shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
His biggest appearance might have been, was it Jimmy Fallon? Some late night show with De La Soul.
Yeah, when they did Rock Cocaine Flow.
Yeah, that was like his...
But, you know, they were bringing people from Wu-Tang on, like, all the music shows back in the day to interview them. I'm talking about, like, white shows, too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would say part of that, though, is MF Doom seemed to want to be reclusive. He wasn't really trying to be out there like that.
Good point.
So, you know.
It again, like, it's kind of part of the mystique, right? And the mystique plays into the aura. I'm not saying mystique and aura are completely separated from one another, but I don't think just being mysterious gives you aura.
No, I agree with that. Yeah, no, aura is about more than mystery. You know, Wu-Tang Clan isn't mysterious to me, but I don't.
No.
That's not why I think they don't have aura. It's something else. But that's for aura talk with Mel coming soon in 2085. But
homeboy saying, man, that's a guy with aura.
Are you being sarcastic?
He has aura.
I like him. I don't know if he has aura. His whole demeanor is like a normal dude, right? He like wears blue jeans and
but like he's not very active on social media. He just drops albums here and there, and you know he's kind of a nomad of sorts.
I don't know if nomads have aura.
They can, but like not in general because most people don't know, they don't clock him. Like they're not anywhere long enough for people to be like, that guy has aura because he's.
You got to be kind of well known to have aura, huh?
Not.
All right.
I mean, you have to be known because someone has to know you.
I'd say you don't have to, like, you can be well known within a subculture. You don't have to be well known as like a household name to have aura.
Right.
Okay, Flying Lotus has aura?
I don't think so because I've conversed with him before. So I could say probably not.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, let me put it this way, Jesse. Roman Reigns has aura. Okay?
He's a star.
Roman Reigns has aura. The way he carries himself, all of that, he's got aura. Now, let me think of a wrestler who's aura less that you've seen regularly.
He's an aura.
I think Jey Uso has no aura. He's just a fucking. He's a star, but he doesn't have no aura about him.
He ain't no star, because stars have aura. He no yeet. Okay,
he's one of the guys.
No yeet. Yeah, they're trying to make him that, but it's not. It's not. You don't feel it in your chest for real. That means
right. Look,
he ain't got
Seth
no
Rollins coming out in all those silly looking outfits, no aura. Okay, he
can
dress
aura.
He can dress the part all he wants, but he's got no aura. 2024 CM Punk, no
is
aura.
Seth in on the joke?
Oh shit.
He thinks what joke? Himself?
Yeah, the fact that like he's wearing these wacky outfits, like does he know that it's like a gimmick? Or?
Well, the character is supposed to be
him.
that he knows he's wacky, but
we don't
it's a
care
meta
that he's
thing.
Wacky. We don't respect him as a man.
As a man? Yeah. Well, what has he done to lose your respect as a man?
Oh, I don't respect him as a character, bro. But as a man, I don't know him. I know what his dick looked like, sadly, but that's another
in the wrong parts of the internet.
No, it was just one of those things where you get, surprise attacked with it. But
no, I don't get on the parts of the internet.
I'll say this, Jesse.
Don't rate the man's penis, please.
I'm not. No, I'm going to talk about you. You have aura. And you know how I know? Because before I ever talked to you or on the show, I used to see you on the timeline and be like, what is this nigga's deal? You have aura. I think Jesse has aura.
I have aura for me to not be a popular
aura
guy.
means you look at someone and ask what their deal is. I keep thinking.
I didn't say that's the only.
I feel like your definition of aura is just like whether or not someone is a mystery to you.
No, not exactly. Because it's not that someone is mysterious. It's that pull that makes you like. You could have a person like the popular kid at school. They're not mysterious, but like their aura just makes people want to talk to them.
I have had aura in my day. Trust me.
Yeah, like your aura. It's not a
look, I'm not gonna say Jesse's auraless, but I don't think he's not who comes to mind when I think of aura.
At this stage of my life, I don't think I have that much aura.
Jesse's like too sensitive and too humble to have aura. Like
I am sensitive and humble.
He doesn't carry himself like confidently and stoically in a way that would make me think like, oh, this guy he's good. Like he's like if I saw Jesse, I'd be like, what's going on? Like I might be concerned for him,
I keep my confidence to myself. In my late 20s, I had aura. Like highly attractive women were like fucking me because like every other
This is
guy,
the humble guy, by the way.
No, every other guy in this space, meaning like OKP, has like tried to holler at me, but he hasn't. So what is his deal? And like, why hasn't he tried to get at me? And yeah, I'm fucking Al Bundy right now, poke high, reminiscing. But I've had aura in my lifetime. I don't know if I do now. I'm just a shitty man with bad health.
I'm not laughing at that.
They say life comes at you fast,
Yeah.
They do say that. They used to say it more.
I feel like if you used to have aura and you don't anymore, you never really truly had it,
No, I definitely had it.
I mean, there are, like, for instance, would you say, not to get in the weeds with this, but like Chris Jericho is auraless now. But before, he was like a cool guy.
Nah, now that I watch
he
back,
seemed to be.
He wasn't. He was cool to me as a 13-year-old and a 14-year-old, yeah, but as a grown-up, my conception of what's cool, no, he's a massive fucking loser.
People fall off the cliff. Black Thought fell off the cliff.
They can fall off the aura train, is all I'm saying.
Black Thought fell off the train.
Let me tell you something, okay? There's people who they have it forever. They just have it forever. Yes. Like Snoop, he's still got aura to this day. And he's so washed. He's such like
he's Americana.
Yeah, he's such like a household name now, but he's still so wavy. He's still so Snoop.
He is, because even with him being like washed and like Uncle Snoop, if he walked in a room, people would be like, "Oh shit, Snoop!" Like, and want to get a picture. It's
the energy in the room would shift immediately if he walked into a room.
Yeah.
Speaking of the word wavy, Max B is the king of aura.
Yeah, Max B had crazy aura.
He might be the king of all.
I mean, listen, you want to talk about aura? Cameron used to talk about his aura all the time.
He had a lot. Yeah. Mace had none.
Mace had a little bit.
Aura?
Mace had a little bit.
He was just signed to Bad Boy. He was signed to the machine.
He was like a cool guy. Like rappers always like, he was a cool guy, right?
He had the Bad Boy machine. Without that, he would have just been murder. He would have been Big L, basically.
Oh. All right. Well, folks, feel free to join the aura conversation. This should be good for engagement. People like talking aura. Okay, so leave a comment on Spotify. They have comments.
There are people that in my day I thought had aura, and I look back now and say, no, they fucking didn't. I was a child.
Yeah, that definitely happens. That totally happens. Yeah.
Clip this. What is aura on YouTube?
Yeah, listen, Jericho is the perfect example for me, because you couldn't fucking tell me in like 2000, 2001 that this guy wasn't like the coolest motherfucker in the world.
Rock?
He's still cool. That's the thing.
The Rock is still cool?
Yeah, he's got aura. He's the final boss. Papa Tui. What are you talking about?
He's lost to me.
Did he not just come back and electrify audiences? Did you? You have to keep watching it because you're contracted to a year of Ain't No Wrestling. But I'm not watching this bullshit. I refuse to watch this bullshit again. Seriously, until the final boss comes back.
The fact that you know it's bullshit means he's not who he was in 2002.
That's a good point.
Like I see clips now of old Rock, and I'm like, oh, he was the shit.
It's a different kind of aura.
He has a sociopathic aura now, like Tom Cruise that I like.
Yes, aura. There we go. Exactly.
He has nostalgia. He's coasting off of his nostalgia.
He's got that Bateman aura now, and I like it. Okay.
Yeah, he can never be that old aura. It's a new aura now. We're like, this guy might be a
Stone Cold still kind of has the old aura about him.
Because he's done a good job of preserving it.
Yeah.
By not
Taker has zero aura now. He has zero.
He lost it all.
He does like soy face YouTube thumbnails now, so it's over.
I'm going to tell you who Rock is. Sean Curry Carter. He's Jay-Z.
Oh my god.
People
Dwayne
still pop for
Johnson
Jay-Z.
was born, yeah.
But they pop for him because they've been lifetime marks for him. So
right.
They have no choice but to pop for him.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. Whole fucking crowd full of Somayos. For the Rock.
Yeah.
Yo, I gotta say, M. Night Shyamalan has aura. He does.
Oh yes. Listen.
I don't know what
that
he
might
looks
be
like.
a personal bias.
What do you mean? He's in every single one of his movies. He puts himself in it, in a cameo. Or maybe even in
the regular
role.
fucking Stan Lee. I have no clue what he looks like.
Stan Lee had aura. He did.
Stan Lee had fucking aura. Yeah. Shyamalan's got aura, man. All right? He was not going to spoil Trap for anyone, but his cameo in Trap, I'm like, look at this fucking guy.
Is it worth seeing?
Yes, it's a lot of fun.
Nothing about no Shyamalan?
Yes, it's a lot of fun. You and the wife should see Trap. You will have a nice, fun night out.
Kid Cudi, isn't it?
For like 5 minutes. Don't focus on the Kid Cudi of it all. I wish that
near a
wasn't
theater.
spoiled for you, because when he pops up, it's very funny.
We
I
live
hope
near a
he
theater.
gets
If it's
killed
playing
in
there,
the
we'll
movie.
go.
You should both go see it together. It's a fun movie. It's a fun night out type of deal. Like,
Is it horror or
no, it's a thriller. Like, it's
not like gory or nothing? She doesn't like gore.
there's no gore in it whatsoever.
Okay.
But you know, the premise is like, you know, it's a thriller, right? Like, it's a edge of your seat thrill ride, if you will. Okay,
I'll see if it's playing at our local theater.
you're gonna be in good hands. Mr. Shyamalan will take care of you. Okay.
All right. I'll try to go Saturday or
But
something.
tell me if you think he has aura when you see his cameo.
Got it.